Hi, I'm Richard Holcomb, and thanks for joining us today for Who Rocks New Mexico? Today we'll visit with Dr. David Calkins, who has a drug-free treatment for pain. Then we'll see how Mountain West Sales makes it easy to choose the right fireplace for your home. And we'll discover how Beehive Homes is changing the lives of those who need full-time care. But first, let's take a look at Valley Fence Company, a family-owned business meeting New Mexico's residential and commercial fencing needs with innovative products and incomparable service.
Valley Fence was started by my grandfather in 1969, and when he got started, it was just a matter of hard work because he didn't have the opportunities, he didn't have the traditional education that a lot of folks have, and so for him it was just working hard and just trying to get that ball rolling.
The one thing my father had was he didn't have any limits, so he just continued to say, hey, let's try this and let's try this and let's go to this project. And it's very interesting. My father started it, and I think my gift is to just take what we had and try to make it better. And now with my son coming in, he's got some of mine and some of his grandfather's stuff in him, and so I think that's a good combination for the third generation to really expand what we're doing with technology. It's just bringing so many other opportunities for us, and he's a huge part of that coming on.
Well, we have a wide range of products, and we offer the traditional fence items such as chain link, cedar, latia fence.
We offer just about anything you can think of. You have powder coating products that go over that now. You've got vinyl, you've got wood, you've got composite. We are an anchor distributor for Design Master. Design Master is going to give you the longevity. It's a powder coated product. It's just going to be around for a long, long time, and compared to being a painted product, it's just, there's no comparison.
Where we really pride ourselves is the custom work. Technology's come so far now, the things that we could do 20 years ago and the things we can do now are drastically different. For example, with our plasma cutter now, we can custom design gates and our fences, and we can provide customers just about anything they want.
We take it from its inception of cutting it out with your design and then powder coating it to any particular color that you may want.
So we really love when customers come and challenge us and say, can you help us get this done? Our answer almost every time is yes, and we're happy with how it turns out. Gates can be an excellent accent for somebody's home. Our ability to customize them can make them fit your home's look and design so well that if your home looks a certain way, we can make your gate look a certain way, and it's just an opportunity to really, really showcase your fence and to put a bow on it. They're all compatible with gate operators. So if you want access control, if you want to be able to get into your home via remote or via your phone, there's a ton of options these days, and it does make our lives a lot easier and provides a ton of security.
Over the last couple of years, we've also expanded our line into handrail. For some of our seniors, we put in handrails on their homes to help them, obviously, as they're getting older. Different designs, different colors.
Valley Fence Company is rooted in our community. We're happy to be from the South Valley. We're happy to be locally owned and from New Mexico, and a multiple generational business. I'm the third generation to work for the family business.
We just love our state, we love our community, we want to give back to that. We know that that's what's made our company successful, and we're not going anywhere. We're licensed, bonded, and insured, and we're going to be here for you today, tomorrow, and in 20 years from now.
We're looking for businesses that rock New Mexico. If that's your business or you have a recommendation, we'd love to hear from you. Email Andrew at cliffdwellerdigital.com. For more than 60 years, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central New Mexico have provided children between the ages of 5 and 18 a safe place to learn and grow.
Our goal is to enable and inspire kids to make them productive citizens of our community. And we do that every day of the week with over 400 children a day.
I love to play flag football. And I like to play in the gym and on the computers.
I like to play pool, I like to play ping pong.
I like to hang out with my friends, maybe play pool or eat snack.
We are grateful for all the businesses and all the people in this community that donate to the Boys and Girls Club and invest in our children. That's what it's all about, is investing in our future.
Part of what we're doing here is we're part of a $2.5 million Renovation Across the Nation initiative that Lowe's has launched, in which 50 Boys and Girls Clubs across the nation are getting remodeled. Lowe's is doing this because we are part of our community. This is our community here. Right down the road from where our store is at, right up the road, we have another store. So we want to give back to our community, and the way we do that is by volunteering to do this kind of work.
We appreciate businesses like Lowe's and lots of other companies in this community and lots of individuals that really support the Boys and Girls Club on an annual basis. Without them, we couldn't do what we do every day of the week, providing a positive place for kids in our community. It is so important that we have alumni throughout this community getting engaged in the Boys and Girls Club. Great example is these young people that joined the Boys and Girls Club years ago, and they're still friends, and they're possibly business partners. And they joined at the Boys and Girls Club because they had a great place to go, and now they're lifelong friends.
Some of my friends, like Elijah, are one of my bestest friends.
We meet our friends here. They're really, really nice to me because they know I'm new here.
I go to a different school than all my friends do, so I like hanging out with them and playing sports with them.
I always feel like I have someone to talk to here, and so I always have fun.
What a great place to grow up and meet kids from different backgrounds. Pete and I met at the Boys and Girls Club.
We met during elementary school. We started playing around outside the Boys and Girls Club and ended up joining it, and then from there took a love of sports. It's one thing to start friendships there that lasted throughout middle school, high school, and those friendships still last today.
Yes, they do.
He's a pretty good barber. Not so good of a basketball player, but he's pretty good barber.
Boys and Girls Club is our lead partner agency for our after-school activities. We roughly about 100 students who attend our program with about 80% attendance rate with their students at Emerson. We are a community school. Our number one focus is to have an opportunity for students to have a warm, safe environment to learn, to read, to write, to do math, but also have fun while they do that here at Emerson after school.
I want to be a soccer player.
I want to be a veterinarian. I want to be an artist like my mom. I want to be a soccer professional.
I want to be a professional dirt bike racer.
I want to have my own either heavy metal or dubstep band.
These children every day when I walk into these Boys and Girls Clubs inspire me, because I remember at age 7 years old, I was one of those kids coming to the Boys and Girls Club, and here I am over 40 years later working in the Boys and Girls Club professionally. Your support means everything to us, helping our children on a daily basis.
Now let's see how Beehive Homes is providing a warm and caring environment for those who need assistance by those who love to give it.
As we grow older, our needs change. Things that were once easy become more difficult. Our independence gives way to dependence on others, and living alone may no longer be practical or safe. Thankfully, there's Beehive Homes, assisted living and memory care homes throughout New Mexico, bringing quality care to residents and peace of mind to their families.
The purpose of Beehive Homes, at least for me and the people who I work with, is I'm very centered and focused on the individuals that reside within our homes. First of all, our staffing ratios allow for a lot of one-on-one interaction with the residents.
Our concern is the quality of life of our residents. We provide everything from laundry, activities, personal care. Really, it's just a matter of making sure that their quality of life is exactly what it should be. You know, respecting who they are and the great things that they've done.
My ladies, I like to do their nails, do their hair. We like to do a lot of exercise with, either balls or balloons. It gets their body moving, the blood flowing.
As a company, our focus is on the individuals that work with us. And I say with us and not for us, because that's how I see it. We want happy, healthy employees, because that's who we want caring for our elderly. Well, I think it's always difficult to come from home to a long-term care situation. That is always a very difficult move. But as soon as people arrive, and there's a team of people waiting on them hand and foot, it makes the transition so much easier, and they adapt, and they just love it. It truly is as close to home as you can be.
We invite you to learn more about Beehive Homes. Visit us at beehivehomesnm.com or call us at 505-273-2029 to arrange an in-person visit.
We're looking for businesses that rock New Mexico. If that's your business or you have a recommendation, we'd love to hear from you. Email andrew@cliffdwellerdigital.com.
Hi, I'm Michael Newman, host of New Mexico True Television, coming up right after Who Rocks. New Mexico True Television will showcase our great state as you've never seen it before, and will provide you with travel tips to make it easy for you to plan your next New Mexico True adventure. So stay right here, enjoy Who Rocks, and stay with us at 8:30 for New Mexico True Television. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
A lot of people deal with pain on a daily basis, and opioid pain medications can be addictive. But what if pain could be eliminated without the use of these dangerous drugs? Let's visit with a doctor who just might have the answer. Santa Rosa, New Mexico is a small town along I-40 with a heritage that harkens back to the days of old Route 66. But there's a doctor here using state-of-the-art, cutting-edge technology to help people reduce or eliminate pain without the use of narcotics. Meet Dr. David Calkins.
What I do is actually try and find out why you hurt first. And then once I figure out the exact reason you hurt, I use the technology that's available to get rid of as much of your pain as possible. It's hard to find a good pain guy. And most of the people I see have already seen a lot of people. And a lot of them have even had surgeries.
There's new technology that allows us to do really minimally invasive procedures that interrupt the nerve signals that send a pain signal to your brain. It's an outpatient procedure. It's relatively pain-free.
Because what I'm doing is I'm taking little tiny bits of very dense local anesthetic and putting specific nerves to sleep to see if I can make your pain go away.
The idea there is to see if we're in the right spot.
If that works, then at our next visit, I'll go in there and knock those nerves out with a special technology called radio frequency.
A very small microwave generator heats up the nerve that's sending the pain signal and eliminates that nerve's ability to transmit a pain signal.
Radio frequency ablation can be an effective treatment for a variety of conditions, including back pain, neck pain, headaches, hip, shoulder, and knee pain, as well as others.
Half the people, their pain goes away forever. The other half, it's only a couple years. So unluckily for you, you may have to look at me every 2 years.
I refer patients to Dr. Calkins on a regular basis. Currently, where I practice at in TA in Santa Maria by Chama, patients will travel all the way to Santa Rosa because they feel that it's worth to have that full evaluation and have someone that can take a look at the whole picture of their pain and come up with the best treatment options.
My back has been broken twice, and I've had back problems all my life, I guess, and arthritis set in, and Dr. Calkins did those procedures on me. I feel a whole lot better. I don't hurt. He got me to where I could walk again without help.
I seen Dr. Calkins because I had a really bad sciatica pain. I dealt with it on and off for about 4 or 5 years. I'm very grateful to Dr. Calkins. He helped me out quite a bit. I'm doing really well, and I'm very, very grateful to him for that.
Sadly, I can't cure everybody, but I can fix you up so that you get back your life if, in fact, you just hurt. And everything still works, except when you try to do it, it hurts. Come see me. Or if you've already had all the surgeries and you still hurt, come see me.
This procedure is covered by all insurance companies. It is a fraction of the cost of surgery.
Santa Rosa is about an hour and a half from Albuquerque. But once you've been to everybody else, if you want to get better, just come see me.
Well, here we are at Mountain West Sales, your Quadra Fire headquarters with Jim Lyle. And Jim, You have really done a phenomenal job on the remodel here.
Well, thank you. We've got a big showroom space, and we've got a lot of new products from Quadrifire and Harman, Heatilator, and Heat and Glow, all the top brands. And we really wanted to take advantage of the space and show them. So we've got new contemporary products, we've got new stoves and pellet gas and wood. So really we've got something for everybody here, and you can see it burning and operating.
And I know everybody who's watching today is going to be interested in seeing some of these great new fireplaces. How about showing us around?
Sure, let's do it.
Well, Jim, Quadrifire makes a lot of great fireplaces, but they make incredible pellet stoves too. So walk us through some of these.
Sure, well, Quadrifire and Harman pellet stoves actually, there's a huge range to choose from in terms of heating capacity, the size, hopper size. All of them are going to be thermostat controlled. So you just set a temperature and the stove will turn itself on and off to maintain that temperature. They're easy to clean, easy to maintain, and they're a great way to heat your home.
Well, Jim, fireplaces have come a long way since we started working with you all these many years ago, and the new contemporary look that Heat and Glow has is something that really caught my attention. And you said that you can use this 365 days a year?
That's right. It's a unique fireplace, so you can see how cleanly it finishes. There's no trim going around the edges. It's just glass, there's no screen in front of it. And because it has 2 panes of glass, you can either direct heat into the room through fan-assisted registers, or you can switch it so that 100% of the heat goes to the outside of the house.
Jim, a lot of people have those old drafty fireplaces, and you can solve that problem with a Heat and Glow insert, right?
Yes, it's a night and day difference when you put in something like this. You turn one of those drafty, inefficient old fireplaces into a real heat source.
And we need to get all of our viewers out here to take a look at this wonderful new showroom and all the products you have in it. How can they find you?
Come on down to our showroom at 2718 University or call us at 888-4464.
Looking for something fun to do in Albuquerque? Look no further. ABQ365.com is your resource for things to do in ABQ. From food and wine to local culture to sporting events, ABQ365 has something for you to do every day of the year. Check out the 365 days of events. Get out and enjoy all that Albuquerque has to offer. Go to ABQ365.com and make your plans today. Let's discover why Sunset Memorial Park, New Mexico's most beautiful cemetery, has received national recognition.
There's no denying it. We love our pets. It doesn't matter if they're cats, dogs, rabbits, or hamsters. They're family, and like family, it breaks our hearts to lose them. We know, we understand, and that's why we've dedicated a special portion of Sunset Memorial Park as a pet cemetery, Best Friends Forever. A place where you can lay your pet to rest, come visit, and remember. From our beautiful Santa Fe architecture with its blue tile memorial wall to niches and traditional burial sites, you'll find the perfect setting for you and your friend. And unlike most cemeteries, both pets and owners can be buried together here, truly remaining best friends forever. Dogs, cats, horses, even guinea pigs and their owners have been laid to rest here at Best Friends Forever. And just as pre-planning has become important to many adults, many families have pre-planned for existing pets and those to come, so that they can all be together forever. Best Friends Forever at Sunset Memorial Park, a beautiful place for beautiful memories. Come, see it. Know that there is a place where you can visit your best friend whenever you want. Remembering the joy, celebrating the memories forever.
I'm Steve McKeith, president of McKeith Wallworking Company and author of When Growth Stalls and Power Branding, with a tip about how you can make your business rock. According to communications research, people tend to draw conclusions about someone within as little as 3 minutes of having met them. And researchers at Carleton University suggest that it takes as little as 1/20th of a second for people to register their likes and dislikes about another person. That's fast. Of course, there can be significant debate about whether this is a good thing. But whether someone should act on first impressions or not doesn't change the fact that first impressions exist, and they're powerful. And it's just as true in branding as it is in human relationships. The reason a lot of advertising fails to break through is that it's simply uninteresting to those to whom it's targeted. Pay attention to the first impressions your marketing efforts are making. Don't ask them to do too much. Consider a little subtlety. And by all means, take a step back and evaluate how you're coming across at each stage of the process. If your brand comes on too strong at first, it may not get a second chance.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Pendleton. I'm the owner of Southwest Brain Performance Centers in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I've been a licensed chiropractic physician in New Mexico since 1991, and I've been board certified in the neural sciences since 1996. In 2015, I achieved fellowship status, American Board of Brain Injuries and Rehabilitation. Here at Southwest Brain Performance Centers, we treat a variety of conditions to include traumatic brain injuries, post-concussive syndromes, balance disorders, neurodegenerative disorders, chronic pain, movement disorders, learning disorders, ADHD and ADD, sleep disorders, and PTSD. So emphasis of my practice these days is in brain injuries, concussions, neurodegenerative disorders, which is like an Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, because you can see brain injuries commonly turn into a Alzheimer's as somebody ages.
15 years ago, I started getting vertigo, with this weird kind of dizziness and kind of a mental fog. When I went to see Dr. Pendleton, he did a lot of tests on me, stuff that had never been done before. He diagnosed this deficiency in my cerebellum. He told me that the brain is very plastic, and even at this age and with a lifetime of problems, it could be helped. And he devised a program for me. And things that I just couldn't do, I'd be falling over trying to do them, now I do easily. I'm what you'd call a semi-professional player. I'm retired, but I try to make a little money playing poker. And I've always been good, but I've been much better since I've been seeing Dr. Pendleton, and there's nothing else I can attribute it to.
We use different forms of diagnostics, so we can do hard data testing and show their function, and then that helps us deliver a better diagnosis where we can treat that patient specifically.
I was in a cheerleading accident and I got a very bad concussion.
It was extremely stressful. Her accident happened in November and we didn't find Dr. Pendleton until February. So it was a lot, she missed a lot of school. She was tired all the time, she was grouchy, she had headaches, she was sensitive to light, she was sensitive to sound.
My eyes, the reaction time was really late, and now I can I'm perfect at reading again. I was super tired before, and now I can last all day at school. I can go to cheer practice, I can go to soccer practice, and I'll be fine for the whole day.
He was a huge help to us. He was, quite honestly, a lifesaver in bringing her back.
When somebody has a head injury, there is a sense of urgency in getting this diagnosed correctly. You can have chronic problems as you age. And so my goal is to have nobody have those problems as they age and they have a nice, healthy brain into their adulthood.
Jubilee is just a beautiful community, but I think what really makes it special is the people who live here. They're just absolutely warm and inviting and couldn't be more welcoming to those that are moving into the community. Another thing that makes Jubilee so wonderful is that we have 8 floor plans ranging from 1,405 square feet all the way up to 2,612 square feet. But with that, you have the ability to be able to customize your home. We've had people move interior walls, but also exterior walls to make the home larger. 3-car garages, even on our smaller plans, totally doable here at Jubilee. So whatever it is that you want in your home, we're able to make that happen for you. We have 3 beautiful new models here at Jubilee. All of them are single-story, and they all have wonderful spaces for entertaining, because that's the idea in an active adult community, is you come here to be social. These models are just fabulous, so let's go take a look. If you're thinking of downsizing, the Plan 1553 would be a wonderful option for you. Even though it's one of our smaller plans, it has all the room exactly where you'll need it. If you're looking for a little more room, our Plan 2178 would be a great option. Its spacious great room open to the kitchen and dining area are perfect for entertaining. If you want to go all out, then you'll love our 2,612 square foot model. With a standard 3-car garage and lots of interior living space, you'll be more than comfortable in this home. If you like being active, there's tons of things to do here at Jubilee. We've got tennis courts, pickleball courts. We've got a junior Olympic-sized pool where we do water aerobics, aqua zumba. You can take swim lessons. We've got a beautiful hot tub. We have bocce courts. There's a beautiful pub room with 2 pool tables that are active almost all the time with pool players. And who would think? We also have an observatory, an archery range, and a community garden. Choices is what Jubilee is all about. Choices in your home as well as in your active lifestyle.
We're looking for businesses that rock New Mexico. If that's your business or you have a recommendation, we'd love to hear from you. Email Andrew at cliffdwellerdigital.com. Let's learn what makes the mission of El Ranchito de los Ninos so different from other children's homes.
El Ranchito is a loving and stable children's home where brothers and sisters can live together as they grow into adulthood or until they can be reunited with their families.
Children that lose their parents, it's very hard, or that they can't live with their parents, but to actually lose a brother and a sister and not be able to live with them, it's hard for them to not have them in their lives. So we felt a need to have the siblings stay together. There's children in our community around the state that have parents that cannot take care of them. So we want to ensure that these children have their brothers and sisters to grow up with.
What I like about El Ranchito is they help you to succeed and get you ready for when you graduate to get on and onto your own and prepared. They give me the opportunity to have a job and they support it, and when I'm having problems they're always there and they're always asking, well, what can we do to help out? What can we do to make whatever you want to do possible? I've learned to keep going when there's doubts or times are tough. Never give up, pretty much whatever I do. My favorite thing about El Ranchito is I'm able to show animals, and I'm allowed to get a good education, and I know they're always going to be there for me.
We take no state or federal funding, so everything that the children have here is given to us by donors. So you could help out by giving money, by being volunteers, or by just coming and bringing anything that we need for these children. My goals for El Ranchito would be that these children know that they have a stable home to live in, that they have self-worth, that there is a God, and that they have enough background that they're able to go on from here and have a productive, happy life.
Your gift makes it possible for children to experience a safe childhood through nurturing and love. To find out how you can help, call this number or go to elranchitonm.org.
Well, that's all the time we have this week on Who Rocks New Mexico, and I hope you've enjoyed the show as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. For more information on the people that you saw today on the show, visit us online at whorocksnm.com. And remember, when you're out and about, if you see our men and women in uniform, stop them and thank them for their service. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you right back here again next week on KOB4 for another episode of Who Rocks New Mexico.